Hi everyone, welcome to Healing Journeys. So actually there's nothing to heal, no one needs to be healed. Before I go on with that, just a short reminder for French speakers. Donc pour les francophones, n'oubliez pas d'activer les sous-titres pour avoir accès à cette vidéo. Il n'y aura pas d'autres vidéos sur ce même sujet. La vidéo sera uniquement en anglais. So let's go back to our topic, healing. Today I would like to speak of that word, healing, because I believe that words matter, the word that we use, especially when it comes to us, when we speak of us, I think they matter. Just a short reminder, on this channel, I share knowledge, pieces of information related to indigenous knowledge systems, more specifically African knowledge systems. So, you may already have heard in previous videos that I often say I'd rather use words such as harmony, balance, alignment instead of healing. I don't believe that there is anything to heal, and I'm not the only one to believe that, and here is why. In African knowledge systems, we believe that we are here for a reason. We have chosen this incarnation, this life as a physical human being to accomplish some things that we can call life mission, life purpose, right? And we are supposed to live to accomplish that towards this life mission and according also to this life mission, meaning that we are also supposed to receive the education, the proper instruction to navigate life according to this life mission and to be able to accomplish all the tasks, I would say, that are necessary to this life missions. The thing is, for many of us, not to say most of us, even when we don't live in Western countries, we are still under these influences, under influence of Western way of living, Western way of being, Western ways of perceiving the world, of perceiving ourselves. And this has an impact on, let's say, this life mission. For many of us, when we, even from a very young age, we don't necessarily receive the education to support us reaching, accomplishing our life mission. And even when we receive some of our so-called traditional knowledge, it is often in competition with what we're going to absorb from, let's say, Western influences, either through social medias, through films, music, just also observing how other people live around us and so on. And this doesn't necessarily support our life mission. Just a brief personal note here. I have been privileged to receive African knowledge system as a child, and I also received Western education. So I would say my like what I received through African knowledge systems, through learning that way, has supported me to like adopt, to have other perspectives on the world, on myself, and what I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to do, and so on. Nevertheless, my Western education also was very, how can I say, present, and has also shaped some part of my life. And I could see even in myself like how these two have created imbalances, I would say. And these imbalances, that's what we feel very often. We feel the gap between where we are, what we do, and what we are supposed to do, where we are supposed to be, according to our life mission, of course. And each of us has a different life mission. And this gap that we feel is also very often what we experience as troubles, problems, difficulties, pain, suffering. And it can, of course, create like physical pain, like diseases, mental pain, and so on. So it's not us that needs to be healed. This is this gap, like these imbalances need to be fixed, needs to be changed, repaired, right? Not us. It's how we live, what we do, our ways of living, but not us as a being. I think that the most important part, if there is something I wish I would like you to keep in mind, is that you are not broken, you are not to be fixed, repaired, or whatever. You are the way you are, and it's already very good. What you wish to change is very often the way you either interact with things, the way you perceive things. And this is not you as your being, is the result of education that you have received, influences, and so on. And you already have the resources for that. If you haven't yet, I encourage you to have a look at the previous video. I talked about that. I talk about the fact that we all have the resources that we need to live according to our life mission, to live according to our life purpose. We have already been equipped with that, and we don't often know how to use them, what they are, and so on. And what we need in that case, what could be helpful, supportive, is to have spaces, people, modalities, resources to help us recognize our resources, reconnect to our resources, understand them, and know how, when to activate them and not to activate them. I know that by experience. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to share in this video. Maybe a last brief note, you may wonder why then have I called this channel Healing Journeys? Well, I want this space to be open to everyone, especially to people who are new to the subject, who have maybe many questions, doubts. I don't want to make it more complicated for them, for us. So I would like the space to be open to everyone. And as I do the videos, I can just share how I feel about this word healing and explain how we can perceive this word. It's not that we're not supposed to use it. We can keep on using the word healing, but what we want to heal is this distance, the troubles that prevent us from living according to our life purpose. But it's not us. It's not our being. I hope that's clear. I wish you well. Hope to see you soon. Let's take care of ourselves and of each other.